Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's JudiciousFire, and I am here with a lot of different healing stuff in the game of Castle Clash. There's a lot of different ways to heal heroes. Let's look at the one that is the best for any hero during any kind of attack situation. We just had Bold Ritual come out. Okay, speaking of situation, this is situational. You have to be less than 70%. Yeah, it's fine. You need a heal. Let's move on. It does true damage, so that ignores damage reduction. Does not ignore damage caps, only damage reduction. Like a Sacred Light, it would cut through that. Does it to 420% the attack of the hero that has this enchantment. Now, let's take an average in Castle Clash for these comparisons. Let's say 100,000 attack, okay? Old school legendary might have 60, 70. New school epic might have 130. Okay, let's go 100,000. So that is 100,000 to 420% of that, which would be 420,000 times 3. Let's pull out the calculator. Let's say best case scenario, you're hitting 3 heroes, and that is going to be about 1.26 million heal, but you're only going to get 86% of that. And that is a little over a million heal. Okay, so if this really goes off the way that is intended, you're going to get a little over a million heal. It's a journey on down the road. We move on now to Calming Hourglass. Calming Hourglass is going to restore health to the hero with the lowest HP. I'm fine with that. It's going to do this to 1,000% your attack. We've established an average attack of 100,000. It's going to be a little over a million, relatively equal to the last one, to Bold Ritual. Now you see that there is a cooldown to both of these, but the cooldown variation is pretty much the same. So we have relatively equal at max level between these two so far. Okay, we move to Healing Ritual. Healing Ritual raises the health of the hero. We need to keep that in mind because it will recover 10% of max health when attacking. Okay, the health of our hero is what is displayed when we look at the hero in the altar. The max health is the cumulative health of the hero once additions, buffs, enchantments, insignias, talents, and things go into action while in combat. Alright, let's say the average health of a hero, the lowest might be like 1.4 at max breakthrough, up to like 2.4. Alright, let's split the difference and say 1.9 million health. That 1.9 million health is then increased by 70%. We'll say it's just this that is having effect on it. It's going to be another 1.3. So that brings us to 3.2 million health. You're going to get about 320,000 health recovered per attack. All right, again, it's kind of situational because it's per attack. So if you have a fast attacking hero and they're not stopped in their attacks and you're able to continue to attack, well, then cumulatively you might do better off because the others have such a lengthy cooldown. So this is much less healing, but maybe the ability to sustain yourself for a longer period of time in battle. All right, and lastly, in the enchantment category, we come to Forest Ward. Forest Ward is going to have a 50% chance to give you a 60% HP heal. And HP is what is displayed when we look at our heroes in the altar, and we established a 1.9 million typical HP. And so 60% of that's going to be about 1.14 million heal. Little bit higher than the other enchantments that are available, slightly higher, but you have a 50% chance of it operating. Does remove conditions. You, of course, have to be under attack, but why would you need health if you weren't? We move on to the talents now. We've got Vampiric Grail. Okay, Vampiric Grail is going to recover health every time you do a basic attack. Say the basic attack speed of a hero is once every second. Say maybe 5 hits and then you skill activate. So let's say, you get like 4 to 5 hits. So you would get 4 to 5 of these heals before you'd skill activate. And that would be equal to 100% your attack. So that'd be about 100,000 per 100,000 heal per attack. Okay, it's bringing you somewhere into the realm of the healing ritual. Again, it's when you're attacking in combat, and maybe cumulatively over time it might be better for you. You also get a nice attack bonus. All right, True Piety. This one's going to be a little bit complicated. It's kind of the scientific, non-scientific part of this. Yeah, you're going to do attack damage. Yeah. But when you get hurt, your damage is going to be turned into healing. Health restore. That's going to happen for 2 seconds. Okay, we established a 1.9 max health pool average of a hero. So the damage that you take can't exceed that or you'd be dead, and True Piety wouldn't work. So let's say you got like 1.8 million damage done to you in a second. Over the course of 2 seconds, let's say you're really getting pummeled, that'd be 3.6 million possible health. My goodness, but you'd be right in the razor's edge of life and death. That's absolute best case scenario. But thus far, True Piety truly exceeds the maximum healing capability of anything that we've looked at. But the downside is you've got to be taking damage in order to get that maximum healing capability. All right, Blade Dance. Blade Dance is going to be situational. You've got to have dodge on your hero and a high enough dodge rate that this is going to trigger. You have to also be fighting opponents that have a low enough accuracy that's going to allow this to happen. But when it does, you're going to get a 60% max health pool heal. Now you can get that, very, very high into the many, many millions. But we're not applying those bonuses. We are just looking at basic 1.9 million health. Okay, so you're going to have about 1.1 million heal. You could get a little over a million heal each time that this would trigger, although there is a 2-second cooldown. Now, let's say that you would get 2 of these activating during the span of time that the first enchantments that we looked at. So we're going to say at least 2 times the amount of healing as some of those max enchantments. Let's move on. Okay, survival, 7.5 second cooldown. So every 7.5 seconds, this thing's going to always be operating. 100,000 average attack, you're going to get about a 2.5 million heal every time survival operates. 2.5 million heal. That puts it up there as one of the contenders, especially with the negation of damage. All right, let's move on. All right, Life Drain 10. Life Drain 10 giving you 25% of your health at 1.9 million. That's going to give you 475,000 heal per attack, which is quite a bit higher. 25% or so higher than some of the other attack-based heal talents that we've looked at. Nice, Life Drain. Okay, of the enchantments, which is the winner? You have a massive heal from Forest Ward, but you have only a 50% likelihood that it's even going to operate. Healing Ritual, fantastic over time and cumulatively. Bold Ritual gives about the same heal as a Calming Hourglass, when using just these stats. Of course, there is a 5-second cooldown. I think that using just like looking at it in a vacuum where the hero isn't built a certain way to really utilize these kinds of things, just in a vacuum, I would probably say Healing Ritual is the best enchantment when it comes to healing, because it is constantly recovering based on your health, and it's giving you the health bonus right there without talent or anything having to aid you in combat. So probably cumulatively, your Healing Ritual is your best. The others are more situational and dependent on a trigger over time. This one's going to be always operating as long as you're always operating. Now we get down to talents and we look at all these different talents. I'm going to have to say that in a vacuum, like robot versus robot, just using these basic statistics and not changing our heroes in order to take better advantage of these enchantments and talents that we've looked at, which of course we would do. Just robot versus robot. I'm probably going to go with Life Drain, especially if that robot's one of those little boxing robots, those pugilist robots. Do a much better job, just in the same rationale as the Healing Ritual. It's like the more you're attacking, the more you're healing. It's not really based on a cooldown. It's based on action, attack, and activity. That needs to happen. So as long as you're able to attack, you got Healing Ritual, best enchantment for healing, and you've got Life Drain, best talent for healing. Now, if you're trying to be tanky and stay alive, we'll break it into one other category. Something like a True Piety does provide the ability for you to basically fully heal up, your whole health pool, but you got to be taking damage, being able to sustain that kind of damage. So that's really nice as well. And the new enchantment and also like Calming Hourglass have the same effect. You're going to get, over 1 million heal easy, but it is based on a cooldown of about 5 seconds as well. That said, I think Castle Clash has done a nice job. IGG's done a nice job in terms of balancing the healing properties in this game. Now that we break it down, we see that, you got your things that heal you for 1 mil, but they got a long wait. You got those that heal you for 3, 4, 500,000, and it happens a little bit faster. And depending on how much you want to put towards healing, that would then reduce the amount of like attack bonus or health bonus you're going to get. So robot versus robot, let's just give it to Life Drain and Healing Ritual. Thanks everybody, and happy clashing.